So I go in a taxi all night, mate. My driver goes like, "Were you waiting long?" I says, "You fucking know I was waiting long. I'm waiting long every time I get a taxi now. What the fuck's going on in the taxi game?" He says to me, "We're so down to that Uber."
Uber?
Uber, mate. Uber.
I wouldn't use Uber. I mean, any mad skull can become an Uber driver. Lassie orders a taxi home for the dancing. My dirty old Uncle Chick turns up in his fucking mobility scooter. "Just get in the basket, hen."
Aye. Well, the guy says to me, he says, "There's less of us out there now, mate, because the young team have all jumped out of Uber. But let me tell you something, mate, right?" He goes, "Let me warn you," he says, "let me just give you a word of advice on your travel plans for now on, mate. Take your bus, take your train, take your fucking rickshaws and the fucking paddle steamers. Just don't take any fucking taxis."
How no?
Because these were his words, mate. His fucking words. Taxi winter is coming.
Taxi winter is coming? The fuck does taxi winter is coming mean?
He says there's going to be a taxi war, mate. A war. He asks me, he goes like that to me, "Who runs a private taxi game in Glasgow, son?" I go to, businessmen. I say, he says, "You can fucking talk freely in this automobile, mate." I says, "Gangsters run them, mate, gangsters."
Aye. I see, that's what I mean. Private taxis. At least you know what class of criminal is picking you up.
Well, you'd rather get picked up by somebody with a couple of GBH charges on his tab than somebody who fucking accidentally killed his wife in a kinky sex game with a leak in their pet fucking turtle.
Aye. You'd rather know what you're getting.
Aye. Anyway, guys said it like it was. You think Glasgow gangsters are going to stand by while a company called fucking Uber moves in on their turf?
How? What are the Glasgow gangsters going to do to a multi-billion-dollar company?
Tan their jaws, wouldn't they? The gangsters need a legitimate taxi front to launder their money and all that stuff. They'll fucking take Uber out of the game, mate.
Oh, aye, like they did to all the other big multinational companies that came to Glasgow and took away for their pishy wee enterprises.
Like who?
McDonald's came, moved in and all their snack bar profits. Did they send Ronald McDonald back to America with his painted jaw tanned and a big fucking clown shoe up his arse?
Anyway, the driver goes like that to me, right? "Uber will be getting chased out of here, son, and it'll be a bloodbath. There'll be heads floating up the River Clyde with private taxi numbers carved into their jaws."
What a lot of shite, man. Like somehow Uber are going to take over all the major cities of the world apart from Glasgow.
Read your history, mate. What about the Romans? The Romans tried to come up to Scotland and take over all the services, didn't they?
Take over the services?
Aye, picking people up in their Roman carts, taking all deals to the bingo and it.
I don't think the fucking Roman Empire was built on taking local pensioners to the gala bingo on donkeys, mate.
They were chased. They were like, "Fuck off, Romans. The gangsters run these services."
Aye, well, they probably came up to Scotland on a wet Tuesday night in January and went, "I don't think we'll prioritise the conquering of this country of place."
No, mate. Julius Caesar, right, he came to Glasgow, and the Glasgow boys were like that. "Off you fucking toddle, Caesar, you robe-wearing wank. This place is run by gangsters." Caesar was like that. "I'm no messing with these, boy. No messing with the Glasgow team."
Mate, there wasn't even a Glasgow back then.
Mate, I there was, mate. Glasgow was born with a big bang, mate, right? Caesar went back home to the Senate and he's like, "I'm no messing with these guys. It's freezing cold up there and they're all running about with their fucking taps off. No dealing with that carry on." That's why they all stabbed that Caesar for being a shite bag. I'm telling you, fucking Roman Empire failed to conquer us. Uber's gonna be the same. Taxi winter's coming, mate.